Military technology is advancing faster than ever before. From sophisticated communication systems and surveillance technologies to highly advanced defense electronics, modern military operations depend heavily on powerful electronic equipment to support national security and mission success. The disposal of military electronics presents serious challenges involving security risks, environmental concerns, hazardous waste, and compliance requirements. In this presentation, we will explore why military technology disposal matters, the dangers of improper handling, and the importance of secure and responsible recycling practices. As military technology continues to evolve, older systems are constantly replaced with newer and more advanced equipment. Every replacement creates electronic waste, also known as e-waste. However, military e-waste differs greatly from traditional consumer electronics. Military equipment often contains classified information, specialized defense technology, and materials that require secure processing. Improper disposal creates multiple risks. Sensitive information stored inside military devices may still be accessible if destruction procedures are not followed properly. At the same time, many military electronics contain hazardous materials capable of harming ecosystems if disposed of irresponsibly. This makes military electronics disposal far more complex than ordinary recycling. Protecting national security while minimizing environmental damage requires careful planning, strict oversight, and professional expertise. Military organizations rely on many different forms of electronic technology. Communication systems are among the most common forms of military equipment that eventually require disposal. Encrypted radios, satellite systems, secure communication tools, and signal devices become outdated as new technologies emerge. Even when no longer operational, these devices may still contain confidential communication records or sensitive information. Military surveillance equipment also presents major disposal concerns. Drones, radar systems, reconnaissance technologies, and monitoring devices often contain sophisticated software and defense intelligence. Computers, hard drives, servers, and digital storage systems create additional risks. Classified files can remain stored inside devices even after active use ends. Simply deleting files is not enough to eliminate sensitive information. Weapons support systems, targeting equipment, and navigation technologies may also require secure retirement to prevent unauthorized access to defense-related innovations. One of the biggest concerns in military electronics disposal involves protecting classified information. Many military devices contain confidential communication records, operational data, technological specifications, and defense strategies. Improper disposal can create serious national security risks. If unauthorized individuals gain access to discarded electronics, sensitive military information could potentially be recovered. A security breach involving military technology could expose vulnerabilities, compromise operations, and weaken defense capabilities. This is why strict security procedures are essential. Military organizations must ensure electronics remain protected throughout the disposal process. True security requires more than deleting files. Sensitive information must be permanently destroyed so it cannot be recovered under any circumstance. Strong oversight, secure transportation, and controlled destruction methods all help reduce risks and maintain confidentiality. When national security is involved, every precaution matters. Protecting military information requires specialized destruction methods designed to permanently eliminate sensitive data. One widely used method is degaussing. Degaussing uses powerful magnetic fields to erase information stored on hard drives and magnetic storage devices. This process helps make confidential information impossible to recover. Industrial shredding is another important security method. Storage devices are physically destroyed into small pieces, preventing reconstruction or unauthorized access. For highly sensitive equipment, incineration may also be used. Extreme heat completely destroys electronic components and eliminates stored information. In many situations, organizations combine multiple destruction methods for maximum protection. A device may first be erased through degaussing and then shredded to ensure total destruction. Because military electronics often contain highly sensitive information, layered security procedures are critical to protecting national interests. Military electronics often include proprietary technologies developed specifically for defense purposes. These systems may contain advanced encryption, communication technologies, targeting software, surveillance tools, and engineering innovations that support military operations. Protecting this technology is essential. If advanced systems were copied, reverse engineered, or exposed to unauthorized parties, national security could be compromised. Improper disposal may allow sensitive technologies to fall into the wrong hands. This is why many military devices require controlled destruction or secure dismantling procedures. Licensed recyclers help address these challenges by safely handling military-grade electronics through secure disposal processes. These specialized facilities understand the importance of confidentiality and strict compliance requirements. Their expertise helps ensure advanced military technologies remain protected, even after equipment reaches the end of its life cycle. Military electronics do not only create security concerns, they also present environmental risks. Many devices contain hazardous materials such as lead, mercury, cadmium, and beryllium. These substances are commonly found in batteries, wiring systems, display screens, and circuit boards. Some military equipment may even contain chemically reactive or radioactive components, requiring advanced disposal methods. Improper disposal can have devastating consequences. Hazardous substances may leak into soil, rivers, lakes, and underground water sources. Pollution caused by toxic materials can harm ecosystems, damage wildlife habitats, and create long-term contamination. Human health may also be affected. Exposure to dangerous substances found in electronic waste may contribute to respiratory illnesses, neurological problems, and other serious health conditions. This is why responsible disposal is critical for protecting both communities and the environment. Military electronics contain more than hazardous materials. They also contain valuable resources. Precious metals such as gold, platinum, palladium, and copper are often found inside military equipment. Rare earth materials essential for advanced technologies are also commonly used. When electronics are disposed of improperly, these valuable materials are lost forever. That loss increases demand for mining and resource extraction. Mining consumes large amounts of energy and contributes to pollution, habitat destruction, and environmental strain. The environmental impact of improper disposal extends far beyond toxic waste concerns. Replacing lost resources places additional pressure on the environment. Responsible recycling provides a more sustainable solution. Recovering reusable materials reduces waste, conserves valuable resources, and supports long-term environmental sustainability. Military electronics can become an opportunity for conservation instead of unnecessary waste. Fortunately, several solutions exist to improve military electronics disposal. One strategy is refurbishment. Certain electronics may be repaired or upgraded to extend their lifespan and reduce unnecessary waste. Repurposing may also allow some non-sensitive components to be safely reused. Responsible recycling programs are equally important. Specialized facilities can safely recover valuable metals while separating hazardous materials for secure processing. Planning ahead is another important step. Military organizations and contractors should establish long-term disposal programs focused on sustainability, compliance, and security. A well-planned disposal strategy reduces operational risks while improving environmental outcomes. The goal is simple: protect sensitive information, minimize waste, and maximize responsible resource recovery. Managing military e-waste safely requires specialized expertise. Licensed recyclers play a major role in protecting both national security and the environment. These facilities specialize in secure destruction, hazardous waste management, and responsible recycling practices. Strict chain of custody procedures help ensure sensitive materials remain secure throughout the disposal process. Professional recycling providers also help organizations comply with environmental regulations and industry requirements. Their experience reduces risks while improving operational efficiency. Most importantly, licensed recyclers help organizations balance two critical priorities: protecting sensitive military information and protecting the environment. Choosing experienced recycling partners helps ensure military electronics are handled safely, securely, and responsibly. Safe military electronics disposal requires cooperation. Government agencies, contractors, and businesses all play an important role in protecting national security and environmental safety. Military organizations must establish strong disposal policies and security standards. Contractors handling military electronics must follow strict procedures to prevent data breaches and environmental harm. Compliance with regulations reduces risks and improves accountability. When organizations fail to dispose of electronics responsibly, the consequences can be severe. Security breaches, environmental contamination, and legal liabilities may all become major concerns. Collaboration between organizations and licensed recyclers creates stronger outcomes. Together, these partnerships help improve sustainability, strengthen security, and support responsible electronic waste management. The disposal of military technology presents complex challenges unlike traditional electronic waste. Classified information, hazardous substances, and proprietary technologies require secure and specialized handling. Protecting sensitive data must remain a top priority. Preventing environmental damage is equally important. Recovering valuable materials through responsible recycling also supports sustainability goals. The future of military e-waste management depends on innovation, secure recycling practices, and responsible partnerships. By working with licensed recyclers and adopting proper disposal methods, organizations can reduce risks while protecting national security and the environment. Responsible disposal protects sensitive information. Responsible recycling protects the planet. And together, these efforts help create a safer and more sustainable future. Thank you for taking the time to learn more about the disposal challenges of military technology and electronics. Responsible disposal protects sensitive military information. Secure destruction helps reduce national security risks. And environmentally responsible recycling helps protect communities and conserve valuable resources. If your organization needs professional electronics recycling and secure disposal solutions, we are here to help. Because protecting national security begins with responsible military electronics recycling, and secure disposal today helps create a safer and more sustainable tomorrow.